brand new short-term update just announced in Element Fission, which is absolutely crazy considering they just released an update 2 weeks ago, and now they're already ready for the next update, which short-term update I would expect to happen somewhat quickly. It's wild that such a small team compared to some other developers, compared to a lot of other developers, is a really small team, and they're just pumping out content. They're not relaxing. They're not taking a break. They are just continuing. One update came out. Let's work on the next update. This thing happened. Let's make this thing better. Let's make new units. It's just wild considering how long we waited in between. I'm going to reference Summoner's War again, how long we waited in between big updates in Summoner's War, new units in Summoner's War. Like, there was a year at one point, and it's a big company. It's a big team. It's like they've made billions of dollars, and they're like, it's going to take us a year to make new units. Like, oh, well, obviously, you can make new units without it taking a year, as this small team that is running on fumes compared to the Summoners War that come to us. They're showing right here. If you actually put the effort in, if you don't have to jump through hoops and worry about all this red tape from upper level management, you can actually do things fairly quickly. So, but I mean, I am biased, of course. Short-term update, new crazy dungeon battle mode. Unlock when the player clears a dungeon with a luck rate above the specified value. Provide some options that players can customize by themselves. Oh, you guys can't see that second one. Provide some options that players can customize by themselves, increasing the battle difficulty while getting better gear drops from dungeon battles. That's always nice. Or even let the enemies in the dungeon have a little chance to drop regular Illyrium. So, more summon potential. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. Although you do have to actually switch those options on. And we'll see what happens when they actually release it, because this is just a preliminary announcement. I don't know how far. I mean, I will try to find out how far away they are from putting this content in the game, and I'll let you know. But I mean, I would expect them to. I mean, short-term update. I feel like we kind of get the idea from that already. But yeah, anyway, let's continue. New Nat 4 units, upcoming new units. One of them will make up for the lack of single-target nuker against Abyss mental bosses in our game, which I would imagine is going to be similar to the, I would say, Tree Gunslinger, Water Archon in that vein. Those are the Nat 4 units that are currently being used in those dungeons. So this is exactly, honestly, what I would have put, what I would be working on if I was. And no, I am not in charge of this this company or this team or anything. It's just I feel like we are like-minded individuals, and this is what I would be working on if I was them. So, and this is also what I've complained about. I think, you know, I feel like it's fairly obvious, and a lot of people are kind of in the same thought process of like, we need new Nat 4s or we need new units for some of these Abyss Dungeon, Mental Fortress, like the big single target nukers for that kind of content. New units. One of them will make up for the lack of single-target nuker against Abyss mental bosses in the game, as well as some of them will master the ability of continuous damage to punish or destroy the enemy. That is interesting. I wonder if it's going to be another substitute. I wonder if it's going to be another substitute for like the Tree Ninrat, or if it's going to be something similar to the Ghost Pirate, or like a combination of the two. And then we have an upcoming... Oh, you guys... Why can I not scroll down even more? Hold on. There we go. We can see it now. Upcoming unit content roadmap is the third part of this update. After the next Nat 4's release, we will temporarily stop releasing new units. No Papa Pepperoni. Oh, he didn't even win anyway. Start making some boss models or maybe territory war building for new content. This is kind of out of left field, is who was expecting new bosses and new territory content. I mean, I guess territory war buildings could be something we would expect, but the bosses, I wasn't expecting new bosses anytime soon. So, new bosses, I guess, after this next update. When we restart working on the new units, we'll begin releasing the winning Elemons of the Elemon Design Mode competition. So, of course, we get what was the winners? Dino de los Muertos and Viking? Yeah, so that will be not quite so soon, but that's perfectly fine. I think that the improvements to the crazy dungeon and new bosses or new bosses or territory buildings will be more exciting will it be more exciting than that? We'll get new units and new bosses anyway. I think that's a win-win. So anyway, just wanted to share the new update with you guys. Hope you enjoy it. I'm excited. I'm excited that there's constantly new things being added to the game. They're working really hard and I appreciate them. I feel like I would hope that a lot of other people appreciate them as well. But anyway, that's it for this one. See you as always in the next one.